How many laps do you use?
Gonna Are you gonna share your screen?
Can't really comment.
Yeah, I can't really do much without a shared screen there. Join stream, boing, boing. There we go. Keep it up.
Oh, got a question. Is there a way you can turn down the volume on this? Yes, because
Yeah, it's way too loud in the streams. Like you can't hear us. Hello, Jake.
hey Jake,
I'm trying to join on my computer real quick. I just joined on my phone for the time being.
Holy crap, you're a lot louder. What the?
Because I'm on my phone.
yeah, you actually do sound a lot better. I just do it on your phone.
No,
Yeah,
because
but
then
you
I
won't be
can't
able to
see the
see.
stream.
Yeah, I would turn.
I'll be back.
I would put crashes up so we can hear them, and in case there's one in the back of the pack, leave it at like 70.
Hmm.
Because
Because
that
we
way we
want to
can
be able
hear
to
it
hear it.
more. Like if there's a crash in the back, we don't want to miss it.
We want to be like triple 4. That's my main
This
line.
thing.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Let's tone it. Just tone it down a little bit. All right, let's tone that part down a little bit. We don't need the. Wait, did you do the lineup on Save Game Editor or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna be more professional.
Uh, Turn his and what's his name qualifying up.
Jeez. Like how there's a rain.
Make it 99. So yeah, something like that. That way it doesn't go higher.
You have STDs.
Whoa.
Hey.
Yo, you don't gotta expose us on stream like that. No, I'm kidding.
Is it already streamed? Oh, is the stream already? I did my bad.
Yeah, this stream's already started.
Oops.
The Grand Marshal for today's race is about to give.
Let me see. Yeah, you can't hear D, man. Yep.
Oh,
Well,
this is interesting. What?
okay, no. Turn Stenhouse up to 100, and then Reddick's to 99, 100. Or no, just
like
make
that.
it 99, 99, 99, 99 for Reddick.
I like
Leave it
that
like that.
formula.
I bet you do, Pete. Wait.
Well, it had Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman. Not that I'm a big Alex Bowman fan, but that's besides the point.
D-Man's voice came through on the stream for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, hold on, let me get my phone charger real quick.
Is that Truex?
The Grand Marshal for today's race is about to give the
Truex on
command to get
pole? Are you
underway
kidding
down
me?
at the head of the field. Let's listen in.
It's a bit of
D-Man, in your stream, and we can do the save game editor. You can just put those two in the front row. Well, it kind of defeats the purpose of the poll or the duels, but
Yeah.
alright.
drivers to your cars. Wilson.
Not yet, Paige.
Are they rubbing? Excuse me. You're cutting in and out. Am I lagging really bad?
No, you got it.
Okay, good.
Shoot. Are you all ready? Alright. Dude, you good?
Yup.
Jake, you good? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Daytona International Speedway. Here for today's Daytona 500. Right now, due to some incidents after the dual races, Stenhouse and Reddick both had to drop, and we decided to randomize the order. So Truex on pole and Harvick on outside pole. Who do you guys think will be the ones to watch here today at Daytona? I'm going to have to go with who's on that front row right there. I believe Martin Truex Jr. gets his first restrictor plate win.
I'm gonna have to go a little bit odds here. I do not see Martin Truex Jr. winning. We saw it in the duels. He blew the motor. I think it's either Kyle Busch or William Byron.
You, Jake?
I'm going to have to go with someone deeper in the pack. I'm going to go ahead and say Brad Keselowski.
Well, the pace car is going to pull down the pit road. Everyone's on their feet, and it is lights out, and away we go here in Daytona. The green flag is out. Truex on the bottom, Harvick on the outside as they head to turn number 1.
Side by side, here to lead lap number 1. Denny Hamlin takes a 3 wide as they enter turn number 1. And Ryan Blaney gets left out the drive by his Penske teammates. And here comes Chase Elliott to the back bumper of Denny Hamlin. And Martin Truex Jr. has already lost the lead. And here comes Chase Elliott underneath Denny Hamlin. They are all fighting for positions as they head down the back straightaway. Jake, take it away.
Race lead. Toyota's on the outside and inside. That Chevy with Chase Elliott in the middle. See how these JGR guys work together with all of them in the top 10. But we're going to come into the trial and see Kyle Busch lead lap number 1 at Daytona 500.
No shuffle of the lead, that's for sure. Truex already dropped back almost outside of the top 5. He might actually be, yes, 6 at the line there. So 3 wide already. Really aggressive racing here early in the Daytona 500. Maybe unnecessary, but these guys seem to not care about their cars right now.
20 right there.
Yeah.
Contact already. We've been warned about this. Most of the Gibbs guys are up front. They're all right there within the top 10, but Hamlin's stuck on that outside line, which has been pretty hard to race on. Oh, Elliott, watch out. Don't push your teammate too much. And there's the 18 as well. He might get hooked by his teammate. No, we're good. It looks like Christopher Bell is going to lead this lap, but here comes Brad Keselowski.
Side by side for the lead is Brad Keselowski. Aaron Jones fighting for the lead at Daytona for the Daytona 500. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. I can keep on going. Here comes Kurt Busch for 2311 Racing.
Joe Chastain.
Yeah, you gotta watch out here though. As Copper Jake, we all know if you hit that bumper or go on that bumper in the wrong place at the wrong time, if you move just the slightest bit of inch, the big one could strike, and they're racing like the big one could strike, and that bottom line looks squirmy there, but they are side by side for the lead. Okay, sorry.
This bottom line's made up out of now. It's made up by a lot of underfunded cars. You see the front row car, the RPM car, even Colleague and the Live Fast cars. All these guys on the bottom, they're not normally up in this position for the lead back, so we're seeing one in the front. Interesting to see how they handle it.
Eric Jones currently out front here in Daytona, but here comes Chris Buescher. Nobody can seem to hold a bottom without risk of being wrecked almost. So, Chris Buescher, 3x3 for the lead. Here comes Cody Ware, always on that very dangerous spot of Chris Buescher's bumper. And who is it going to be leading this lap? I believe Chris Buescher is going to lead this one, and yes, he does. So,
For a second at that bottom line, though, it's mostly made up of Fords.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Pack racing. Oh, Cody Ware, he is not usually up front in these races, but he is challenging for the lead. Here goes Michael McDowell in the 34, and Chris Buescher, he's actually holding the lead here. He's actually holding it pretty decently. The best I've seen anybody be able to hold the lead here. This is crazy racing here, but it's going to take 500 as they come out of turn 4. And Chris Buescher is going to lead them this time by Ford. Seems to be the better domination here at Daytona. And oh wow, yeah, Chris Buescher has been able to hold a lead, guys.
Yeah,
this is
Buescher's been the only driver to. Buescher's been the only guy to hold the lead for more than one lap so far. But here comes Michael McDowell, the winner of the 2021 Daytona 500, and that's AJ Allmendinger up in the top 5. Right behind him is the 78. Of BJ McLeod. So now they go down the back straightaway. It's more than likely that McDowell will lead this lap, but oh, Chastain might get on that dangerous spot of Chris Buescher. I'm honestly surprised with this aggressive racing that we haven't had some sort of incident yet, but we are clean and green. Here they come to the line. Chastain looks for the lead, but McDowell is going to lead this lap. Here comes Ross Chastain as they head to turn number 1.
Pointing something out real quick, you see AJ Allmendinger in position. He's in the top 5. He could easily take the race lead here momentarily. But something that I just noticed, Justin Haley is very far in the back all by himself. Not sure what's going on with the second power car. But that could be an issue for that team if this continues throughout the race.
Here comes Joey Logano. He was running mid-pack. He's been trying to fight his way up to the lead. He's going to come and take the lead here in the Daytona 500. Oh! Chastain really firing. Oh
After
my
we
goodness.
see Logano go to the lead, Jake, do you think it's possible that some of these guys are just lagging back to make sure they're not involved in any incidents? But I will agree with you on your point that Haley does not look fast at all right now.
Well, I think it's tough to say because if you let off any bit, you're relying on the car behind you to also lift. And if you lift it all, you're probably getting turned. You mess something up one way, you're probably getting turned. So honestly, I think a lot of these guys are pedal to the metal right now. There's no room for mistakes, no room for lifting. You just got to go by what Brad Keselowski does. Don't lift at all.
Oh, and here comes William Byron. He's trying to get underneath Joey Logano. Logano's aggressive on the block. He makes a little bit of contact, but they keep it straight. Now, we noticed that bottom line not really being able to pull. BJ McLeod got up there, but he's not able to pass for the position. So most of those outside lines are kind of getting ahead of BJ. But Joey Logano out front, Byron, who we've seen run really well in his duel, probably should have won it. But due to some incidents, he does not end up doing so. Now, Bubba Wallace is up to 3rd.
Yeah, going down the back straightaway, here comes William Byron, down to the inside of Joey Logano, and here comes Bubba Wallace and Eric Almirola and Ricky Santos Jr. and Austin Dillon and Cole Custer. These guys have been running mid-pack. We haven't seen them all day. And here they are up front early in this race and before the Daytona 500. I'm surprised they have stayed like this, guys. This is absolutely insane. Kudos to these drivers, eh?
Yeah, they seem to have chilled out up front for a bit, but I will 100% agree with you. For being 3 wide for that long and to not have some sort of an incident is pretty impressive, but I don't know if it'll last. There's too many slow cars or slower cars in this pack, but we will just have to see. They're keeping it pretty clean, but then again, no one really wants to wreck these new next-gen cars, so it's hard to say how this race will come back out right now.
Now, we are, what, 10 laps in? Don't know what the fuel window is, but we know these cars.
Oh, no, that didn't take long!
2 MBM cars in the wall, the 55 and the 66. I see Kaz Corrala in there. Martin Truex Jr. pulls there.
Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Brad Keselowski. Oh my goodness, what a hit! We got 2 of them on their side.
Oh, no, no,
Watch
no,
out,
no, no.
watch out.
Oh,
Oh!
Suarez and Quinn Alf involved.
no.
Those guys didn't slow down. What were they doing?
It looked like one of them peeked out.
Yeah, I think that started with the 55.
So I believe it started with the 55. Like I said, those slower cars causing issues, but it weren't. It was the MBM. Yeah, it was the MBM car. He hooks Timmy Hill and Chase Briscoe, who's not had a good weekend. Tyler Reddick, a hard hit for Kaz Gralla.
Save by Blaney. What a save by Blaney. Oh my god.
Yeah, almost getting hooked by Chase Elliott up there. Blaney with an insane save. And then here comes...
What was this pack? What was this pack
I don't think Suarez realized that Bell was as slow, but I honestly don't know what they were doing there. But that is definitely going to eliminate everyone, I'd say, mostly involved. Out of people involved that might be able to continue, Harrison Burton might be fine. But it is going to be hard to say. Everyone is going to hit the pit lane, I believe, and here they come.
Yeah, here we go. Bubba Wallace to the lead, everyone. That's pretty cool to see that number 23 up front here in the Daytona 500 as they come to get pit for some fuel and maybe 4 tires. Like I said, guys, the pit window is very, very... we don't know what the pit window is, but these guys run very, very low on fuel during these races. They run it so close, too. There we see Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney. I think he had a little bit of contact with the, in that wreck, but I think Blaney should be good to go. Chase Elliott as well, as the pace car.
Can we get a replay on Elliott and Blaney?
Yeah. That would be... Yeah, actually, I do want to see that because Blaney was... He got contact there. Not much. Oh, and he cuts right in front of Elliott. Elliott does not lift. Oh my...
They still somehow don't wreck, so that's impressive for both Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney to not be in it early. But we've seen incidents with people with these brakes after people coming out of the pit lane, so...
Now we gotta be careful here because it seems that these brakes are just not like they're
yeah, these cars don't like to bunch. They're not good at bunching up. I don't understand why there's so much confusion when getting into line here, but we need I say we keep an eye on the back of this line to make sure nothing happens, especially with these rookie drivers in here.
Yeah. We are under our first caution here at Daytona.
There they are. We knew it would happen.
Larson has damage to the back bumper.
Looks like Blaney has damage too.
Damage from that crash. Larson was involved in the main crash.
What happened to Blaney? I think it started with Blaney.
Is Blaney blowing up?
I don't think so. I think he got hit. Oh, no, he wasn't even involved.
Someone else turned Austin Dillon.
Oh, Noah Gregson? Yep.
Alrighty. Tempers flaring here at Daytona.
I think the damage from many people is... Yep. No, I think it's Noah Gregson's inexperience in these Cup cars. I don't know, though. No, that was Tempers flaring, yeah. Someone... Oh, and Chris Buescher gets pretty bad damage from it, and so does Corey LaJoie. I think that... Oh, and Dillon is out of the race. So Dillon may have done something to Gregson. We don't know, but Dillon is out of the race. Can we see the bottom of the leaderboard to know everyone that's out?
I'm sure because of that, Richard Childress is not a happy man right now, seeing his main car get wrecked out by an affiliate car.
So the guy I picked, Martin Truex Jr., is out. Truex is out. So is Brad Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, Quinn Hoff, Kaz Grala. The one guy I thought that might be able to continue, I didn't see much damage originally, was Harrison Burton, but he's out of the race. So is Tyler Reddick, J.J. Yaley, Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, and now Austin Dillon have all retired from the race. Timmy Hill was able to continue. MBM trying to keep one car in the race so they don't lose too much money. But right now, Bubba Wallace out front.
I am not impressed with Noah Gragson there. That was completely uncalled for. They wrecked on lap 12. Unacceptable there by Noah Gragson. Obviously, you're going to get upset, but it's early on. It's a restrictor plate, and obviously he needs to start maturing if he wants to be able to continue in some of these races in the Cup Series and earn some of the Cup drivers' respect. Definitely not making it easy on himself. But can we just give kudos to Ryan Blaney? 3 near wrecks. He saved it in the where we're going by right now after contact in the wreck, and then getting almost hooked, by Chase Elliott, and then Noah Gragson turning Austin Dillon. Ryan Blaney was right there in the middle of it and still didn't sustain any damage whatsoever and just drove on by.
Blaney is looking awfully slow. He's behind the slower cars now, which means he pitted twice. So I don't know if there's something up with his car or not, but he's in the back now, which, as we just seen, apparently you don't want to be there because apparently these cars' brakes aren't very good on restrictor plates. I mean, Daniel Suarez, I don't understand the idea to pull out of line there, but he's out of the race now, so it can't happen again. Bubba Wallace out front. We will be going back green this lap. Guys, do you think these drivers will chill out for the rest of this race, or we're gonna see even more aggressive racing?
I think you know what, Jake? You take it away for this one.
For the rest of the race, honestly, I don't see these guys letting up. This is a Daytona 500. Sure, there's still a handful of laps left. There's plenty to go. We could experience more cautions, but these guys are going to do whatever they can to make sure they're in position to win this race by the end of it, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. They want to be up front.
I completely agree. I don't see the aggression level calming down at all. I see these guys going for it left and right, down the back straightaways, in turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. These guys are going to be aggressive. These guys are going to be going for it. They're single file now, but I can 100% guarantee they won't be single file for long. But I do think that we will see the slower cars start to move towards the back now that they are a little bit single filed out for the time being. But here they come to the trial oval as the
we will have green here in just a moment. The pace car will pull off the pit road. Green flag is back out in the air. 36 laps remaining, and if we look at this top 7 or 8, none of these guys have ever won a Daytona 500.
Yeah, none of these guys have. Pretty much the entire field is filled with drivers.
So
I think Dylan's currently in a...
oh, and on the back. Blaney has no trouble. Wait, can we get a view on that? What's wrong with that car in the back? Oh, that's not Blaney. That is Dylan. But Blaney is slow. What is going on with Ryan Blaney?
Can you guys hear me?
Can we get our
Out,
yeah, we can. Can we get a rewind on that? See what happened to? I'm confused. All the way to the we'll look back at that if we have another caution. But as for now, Austin Cindric is in the lead at Daytona. So, followed by Cole Custer and Is that Josh Berry in the 77? I believe so. Allmendinger's going to move to the inside of Bubba, but Bubba has no Chevy help, or no Toyota help, excuse me, at all. So, with no Yoders up there to help him, he's going to have to really fight for himself. And Josh Berry looking for the lead here at Daytona. Well, and here comes Michael McDowell. See, these guys, when they move up to side draft another car, it's like the other car just, no one will go with them because of the risk of the bumper hook. So, with no one going with them, they just lose help, and the next guy in line goes to the lead. Like this right now. Yep, there goes, they all move up to go get a little bit of side draft, and now Eric Almirola is probably going to be underneath William Byron. I stand corrected. William Byron's going for the lead here in turns 3 and 4, and here comes Cody Ware to join this pack.
I said it earlier before the green flag. I said that William Byron will be in contention for this Daytona 500. I do not. Oh, I think McDowell led that lap there as they are side by side for the race lead. Here comes Eric Almirola down to the inside, and here comes the world car. Here comes Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick. Those two were not in the pack.
David Reagan joins this pack as well. Sorry for cutting you off there. Cody Ware up near the front here, and Eric Almirola is trying to block all 3 of these lines at once. Bubba, who fell to the rear of this pack, is coming right back to the front, but here comes Cody Ware. Cody Ware looking inside. Oh no, this could turn bad. No, they keep it clean and green. Oh, a little bit of contact. Cody Ware almost spins Bubba Wallace. They save it. But here comes Bubba to lead that lap. Cody Ware moves up, trying to get to the outside of Bubba. Bubba blocks. Can he get back down before Cole Custer gets there? He can not, I believe. I believe Custer is there, followed by David Reagan. I would say July winner at Daytona, but that's been over 10 years ago at this point. But now we have Reagan looking for the lead here in Daytona. So Reagan looks to the inside. He's going to go to the inside of Cole Custer. Reagan looking to get to the lead. He hasn't led a lap in a race in a long time. This would be awesome for David Reagan as they come to the line. Cole Custer to his outside. Who is it going to be at the stripe? It will go to Reagan. Reagan leads that lap.
Excuse me, he's got an order. It's from FedEx. It's from Denny Hamlin. He's looking for the lead. Jake, take it away.
Well, as you see right here, a smaller lead pack than before that call. And they're almost
Puts it. There they go. All cars pile in.
Never mind. Kurt Busch just drove right into the back of that. That's going to be the second caution of the day.
Sorry,
Man,
Jake.
we almost had an amazing save, but then they just ran out of room. Unfortunate turn of events for William Byron, who you believe would be in strong contention for this race, and whilst you weren't wrong, Kevin Harvick got too aggressive on the bumper of Denny Hamlin. An amazing save by Denny, but Harvick lifts and just goes up the track, and he just squeezes his teammate and hits Byron into his teammate, who gets squeezed into the wall. Bubba Wallace gets involved. I think McDowell and Ware drive through, but Kurt Busch has nowhere to go, and he just gets collected in this. I don't think Byron's damage is terrible, but as for Custer and Kurt Busch, I believe they will be done for. We've had great racing, and it has continued. I don't really think that was a product of over-aggressive. Well, from Harvick's side it was, but those guys were doing a fairly good job at keeping it clean, and then just the bumper hook and an incident like that, it's going to happen. It's just how these races go at Daytona, but a great job for most of the field to avoid that. So we only lose maybe 2 or 3 cars. So for Daytona, that's pretty good. Kurt is out of the race, so we will look now to see who is out. Can't quite tell yet. Okay, there we go. Kurt is out, and most of the field's pitting right now. Kurt is out, but that is it. So the other 2, I believe, are continuing. They might retire in the pits here, but David Reagan leading as they come to the caution. So Reagan's crew will service him, as will most of the field.
Here they come down for green flag pit stops. Denny Hamlin,
We're under
Kevin
caution.
Harvick, Eric,
Green flag.
or excuse me, I'm sorry. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, Russ Chastain, Kyle Larson. We have not really seen the Hendrick cars up front, guys, except for maybe
But-
William Byron.
Larson has damage, so it makes sense for him.
Well, Larson
Elliott,
and Bowman
I
had
really-
damage on that main crash, same with
Oh.
Elliott. Byron was their only luck, and I think that's just a tough day for Rick.
Well, I don't really know what's going on with Elliott. Elliott didn't have too much damage. He really just kind of got collected with Blaney. We haven't seen anything from Blaney since then either, but then again, he was involved with something with Todd Gilliland, which we still need to look back on because that looked like a great save for Gilliland. I don't know why he was down that far. Can we get a view on that, please? No, just do it. You probably do it. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
So Blaney hooks Gilliland, and what a save! So that's
think
why Blaney
Ryan-
was so far back. But I mean, there's no reason Blaney should have lined up behind Gilliland with that much damage. So I mean, I understand Blaney may have been frustrated and it was assigned to NASCAR possibly, but as these guys are going to get lined up here, we will go back green momentarily.
I think that number 12 has the pace to be up front, but he just does not have the track position.
It looks like there's a mark across the nose of his car. I think he might have a little bit of damage that's affecting his car, but hard to say right now. I don't know if anything happened to Blaney, but Kevin Harvick now leads at Daytona. And now, I believe that is the, as they cross the line here, the 27 of Jacques Villeneuve is in the top 5 here. Yeah, top 5 here at Daytona. Eric Almirola's up there. We have Ross Chastain in the top 10. Eric Jones up there as well. AJ Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. all in the top 5. Josh Berry's up there. So the only guy in the top 10 right now that has a Daytona 500 win is Kevin Harvick back in 2007. So, with that being said, do we think Harvick has a shot to hang on? He won this race a year ago, did Harvick, so we'll have to see. What do you think, Jake?
Well, you've got Ricky Stenhouse, a great plate racer in his own right. Kevin Harvick, former Daytona 500 winner. That making up your top 2. Looking at the rest of the top 10, you have Eric Almirola, who's won a plate race. You've had Eric Jones, who's won a plate race. But as for the rest of these guys, no real Cup plate experience. Bubba Wallace, who won at Talladega last year due to rain. But it's still tough to say really what's going to happen. But there's no betting on who's going to win at this point. You've had a lot of good cars taken out, a lot of good cars still in the race, a lot of poor cars out of the race, a lot of poor cars still in the race. So it's hard to say. We could see someone like Justin Haley, who's been off pace all day long, somehow eke out a win. We saw James Buescher do it in the Xfinity Series like 10 years ago. We could be in that same position for this race.
Speaking of the Xfinity Series, we didn't really bring up the Kaulig cars, but they are fantastic plate racers in the Xfinity Series. So we'll have to see if they can bring that up, because both Haley and Allmendinger are still in the race. If they can get to working together, we never know. They might get a 1-2, and they're really their first official, full-time Cup race. So it's hard to say, but you never know. So they already have a win last year at the Brickyard, India Road course. Some of the Hendrick guys are now moved back up, mainly Chase Elliott. He's in the top 20 or so right now. It's good to see, though, with the diversity of what's been out front. I mean, we've seen David Reagan out front, he's not even in the top 10 now. So, and I don't know, bad pit stop, whatnot. I mean, he is with a Rick Ware pit crew, so it's not too surprising to see him drop back. And I don't mean that as any offense to the Rick Ware guys. They are just known for being slower than the majority of the field. But with this new next gen car, clearly they're proving us a little bit wrong. But we will be going green this lap. Yeah, I really don't know much else what to say other than I really like the diversity of what we've had up front. A lot of different teams, a lot of different drivers, a lot of different manufacturers. We thought Ford was going to be strong, but then Chevy went out and dominated, and we have a Toyota in the top 3 right now as well. The different manufacturers share the top 3 right now. So as we're going through 3 and 4, we will be headed to green once we hit the restart box and the pace car is off. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good race. Way better than the duels and the clash here. Honestly, I think this is one of the best racing I've seen so far. Great saves. Crashes have been at a minimal compared, especially since what we've been seeing with the racing. Also, no blow-ups. Pretty good engines here on these cars. As pace car is in, they are coming to the restart zone. Green flag. Green flag is back out in the air with 26 laps to go here at Daytona for the Daytona 500. Kevin Harvick leads. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. tries to go up high, but he gets left out to dry as here comes Bubba Wallace. But excuse me, here comes AJ Allmendinger, and that number 27 and Eric Almirola is right there as well, as Eric Almirola is going to go down to the inside. Kevin Harvick has a pretty good lead here at the Daytona 500. Someone, Copper, Jake, it's getting down to it.
Yeah, Eric Almirola, it looked like Jacques Villeneuve may have moved up to get out of line or get out of the way of what he considered to be faster cars. For this team's first race, they probably just want to finish. But here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to battle for the lead. Will he make the move to the inside? No move made as of yet. Here he comes, though. Looks to the inside. Kevin Harvick will lead this lap halfway through this event as Stenhouse tries to take the lead from Harvick as they head into turn number 1. Back in third, though, is AJ Allmendinger. They're getting really aggressive back in for those few positions now.
Yeah, pretty good race here at Daytona. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kevin Harvick have been able to hold it side by side, but here comes the draft. Draft is really strong here. But we've also, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, if you are not in the main pack, it's really hard to like be able to draft up to them. Like, it's really hard to keep up. As I say that, though, there's a little bit of a train, but they are not together. It's very hard to stay with another person when you're not in the main draft. I don't know what the cause of it is, but we're having great racing up front. Bumper to bumper.
I would say most of this is by design. I think these cars are just... Oh! Stenhouse with the save. Can he get back up, though?
You gotta be careful.
It's gonna be still. Oh, but Ricky will get it in there, and he is good. An amazing save by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but they're doing it again, and they're stacking them up. It looks like they're gonna keep it clean, though. Austin Cindric was prepared for that, but with your point on the guys not being in the main pack, I think that's by design. I think these guys are just kind of lagging back because they don't want to have to worry about tearing up the car, but it's still around halfway to go in this event. We have around, Dinger, watch out. They keep it straight back there, but if they keep doing stuff like that, they will have no problems catching, or the back cars back will have no problems just at least keeping hold with the main pack to stay. Like, if you look in the back there, Alex Bowman and Larson are back there. Chase Elliott, well, the final really decent Hendrick car, is still up here. He's battling in the top 10 now. I still don't believe we've seen Justin Haley at all today. Cody Ware's going to have to try and regain his ground on the main package. I believe Reagan was back there. Yeah. Oh, so Haley has damage. Don't know what happened there. But
yeah, Justin Haley has been off pace all day, and now you see exactly why now. Just Yeah, I think he was actually caught up in that first wreck.
I think he was. I think he had something happen while they were bunching up for like a caution or something. I could see that. He was involved in any of the wrecks because he was so far back.
After the green flag, he was way off pace, so something.
Maybe on the pace laps. Yeah, it's hard to say here. We don't have any views on it, unfortunately, so we have no idea as to what happened. But here comes Eric Almirola. Yeah, the Stewart Haas teammates out front. See, there's a bit of a tandem effect to get out front, but once everyone else behind you gets straight, they're able to catch up really quickly. But there's about a 4-car pack behind the main one, and then we have what's left of all the strong cars. So here comes Austin Cindric with a great move to get to the bottom. He'll be followed by Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, and Bubba Wallace. So off turn 4, Cindric has the lead, followed by Chase Elliott. They're 3 wide in the back there, but Austin Cindric is going to lead this lap at Daytona with 20 laps to go.
Austin Cindric, Chase Elliott, and Eric Almirola both leading every single lane. Chase Elliott is going to take the lead. Crowd goes wild. We have not seen Chase Elliott up front at all since the duels and the clash, but Chase Elliott is up front here at Daytona.
Elliott out front, and here comes Chris Buescher. Elliott needs to drop back low if he wants to be able to block Buescher. Not enough time to get down there. They are 3 by 3 again. They're getting really aggressive. Eric Jones is falling a bit off this main pack. But as for the 4 cars that are lacking back, they are really out of it now unless we have another caution, which at Daytona I believe we will, especially inside 20 to go. Now 19 laps to go here at Daytona. Elliott gets booted up to the highway. Oh, Chris Buescher! What a save by Buescher, but that's going to allow that middle line to get a heck of a run, and there they go. Josh Berry leading at Daytona. So Chris Buescher has a wild save, and we have a lap car coming up. That is Justin Bailey. He's been extremely slow all day. Let's hope this doesn't create any incidents for the leaders.
It's 2 by 2 by 2 for the lead. I would like to give kudos to the defending Daytona 500 winner, Kevin Harvick. He's being
He drops low. Don't know what that's about.
I literally just jinxed Kevin Harvick. I'm so sorry, Harvick fans. I am so sorry. But yeah, Kevin Harvick was doing pretty good at defending his Daytona 500 trophy. But right now, Justin Haley is going to kill Ross Chastain in that number 27 car. Absolutely. I don't know what Justin Haley's doing. He should have just pulled it off onto the apron, but he's probably just trying to stay within the draft. But can we go back up to the lead here? It's Eric Almirola's to the lead.
Stenhouse and Logano are really the only 3 in the contention for the lead right now. Hopefully that changes for the end of the race, but the lap cars really are becoming a halting factor in this race. You hate to see it, but they are allowed to stay on track and do what they need to. Unfortunately, Haley didn't feel the need to go and get off the track to let the leaders by, but now we see a major split in the pack, but I think most of these guys will catch back up. But if these 4 would work together, they could just draft their way to the end of this race. Josh Berry has now caught these 3. He's going to go back for the lead. Elliott there in 5th. And look at Noah Gragson is inside the top 10 here.
I would like to mention Fuel. That they cannot make it. They are going to have to make another pit stop. At least I believe. So Fuel is definitely going to come into play, and if we get another caution, that's definitely going to throw a wrench into this race. But Eric Almirola has a pretty decent lead here, and we've seen this before, but cars are, if you take the lead after a lap car has held up a field, you were able to hold it pretty decently here, as the main pack is, oh, well, never mind, here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for the lead. But yeah, main 4 pack, Eric Almirola, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Joey Logano, and Josh Berry. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to go to the pit road. I told you, Fuel is going to be important.
So final pit stops likely being made here. Stenhouse pits. So did some people in the back. Couldn't tell who they were. Stenhouse hits the pits. Here comes Logano for the lead. Elliott's closed in now. So is Hamlin. This looks like a normal, almost intermediate style race now. These cars about 3 to 4 car lengths off of each other. But Elliott's going to get the suck up on the pack. Oh, and there's Blaney. So something definitely was wrong with Blaney's car. He's just up ahead of these leaders. But at least he'll get some decent points.
Except for Joey Logano and maybe a little bit of Austin Cindric, Penske just has not had the pace. As I say, Joey Logano, he goes down into pit road.
Oh, Gregson, I believe, got turned in the back.
There's a wreck.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I think he tried to duck to pit road, and yeah, there it is.
Is there a caution? I was on pit road. I don't know if is there a caution on the speedway?
No, no caution. Can we see what happened there? I think Gregson tried to duck to pit road and hit the people behind him, but I don't know what happened to Bubba. I think he may have just got collected in this. Oh. Yeah, Gregson trying to go to pit road, and oh man, Bubba Wallace gets dumped by this, and I think this is going to hurt any chance of RFK of going to victory lane here at Daytona, but oh man, and Austin Cindric gets a little bit as well. So Bubba Wallace and Chris Buescher, Noah Gregson's not doing a very good job at earning himself some respect here in the Cup Series, but Gregson causes yet another incident that's going to take out a few cars, I would say. Buescher slammed the wall and slammed Bubba Wallace, so yeah.
That's a hard hit by Buescher. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a hard rear side hit, and yeah, I don't really know what Gregson was doing. Maybe he had a tire go down. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
we are still green.
Yeah, we are still green after that incident. Since everyone got to pit road, NASCAR did not feel the need to throw the caution, and Eric Almirola is still listed as the leader, but I think that will change. So the field very spread out here now at Daytona. This is going to be a topsy-turvy finish to the 500 with Eric Almirola with a pretty big lead right now, but here comes Josh Berry. So yes, Berry...
Oh, wait. Oh, maybe the leaderboard is just messed up, but yeah, I think right now it's Eric Almirola, Josh Berry, Denny Hamlin, and then I think it's Joey Logano, and yeah, I think that's your top 4. The leaderboard is messed up.
We'll see here. They have to reset. So yes, Eric Almirola leads, Berry second, Hamlin third, Logano fourth, Noah Gregson, who just caused that last incident, is in fifth. Austin Cindric second. I don't know what happened to Chase Elliott. He was up here moments ago, but he's now outside of the top 10. Oh, excuse me. No, he is P8. So Elliott is P8. And getting held up by Ryan Blaney. Blaney might want some payback for against Elliott for something, and it seemed like he held him up on purpose. Not really sure. Probably just couldn't get out of the way, but there isn't many cars here, so I don't know why it was a problem. But Eric Almirola is pulling away here at Daytona, something you really don't normally see. But if these guys start catching him, it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, they're all bunched up and block traffic. I will say this, Denny Hamlin is in that main pack. Bubba Wallace is up ahead. Maybe some 23-11 racing. A little bit of...
and there they go around Josh Berry. Noah Gregson has a shot to win this race. So does Austin Cindric. So a lot of your top teams are now the guys out front, which these guys always seem to be the ones that save their cars till the end of these races and don't get ambitious with the racing. Josh Berry has done a phenomenal job here today saving his stuff. But everyone else is really, if anything, you're going to want a caution from here. For anyone else beyond that second pack. And Eric Almirola actually pulled away by a little bit more. And it's going to be harder for a pack to get by Bubba Wallace over a single car. So Eric Almirola is doing a good job at maintaining this 1.7, basically 1.8 second lead here at Daytona. So really, I don't know. We got 10 laps to go, coming now to 9. If Bubba Wallace is a nuisance to this second pack, we'll just have to see if Eric Almirola can hang on.
Bubba Wallace is hanging to the rear of Eric Almirola, and that's giving a draft to this main pack. You can see it there. They are closing.
Yeah, 0.8 of a second gain that lap. So I don't think that the second pack is going to have any problem catching Almirola now.
The race is on.
It's going to depend on how well Bubba can maneuver himself to get out of the way of this main pack. I'd say it's probably going to be fine. Yeah, he pulls high, lets his teammate, well, corporate teammate, but an owner of Denny Hamlin right on by, and here comes Denny Hamlin. Hamlin looking to the inside of Eric Almirola. Can't get there. He's going to look back outside, though. Nope, here comes Hamlin to the bottom. So Justin Haley, who held up the leaders just a few laps ago, he is just in front of them again. But now, Denny Hamlin leads the Daytona 500. No surprise there. We've seen this many times. He is going for number 4.
Denny Hamlin to the lead here in the Daytona 500. Josh Berry running second. There's lap traffic. Todd Gillen and Justin Haley right in front. Where's Hamlin going to go? Oh, he tries to split them, but no. Here comes Josh Berry and Joey Logano to the inside. They can't go anywhere. It's a train lane in the inside lane. Here comes Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, Noah Gragson, and Bubba Wallace, who's not even in the lead lap. He's just here for the party. He's just doing some wins. But it's now Josh Berry in the lead in the Daytona 500. Joey Logano running second. Austin Cindric running third. Noah Gragson, who has been involved in the most controversial incidents this race. He's all the way up here in contention for the Daytona 500, but he looks like to be a little bit off pace compared to these top 3 leaders. And Josh Berry's blocking the Penske duo.
Berry makes a good block going into one, and Josh Berry, who we don't normally see in Cup races, gets a ride this season. He's out front at Daytona. Here comes Gragson behind these Penske cars, followed by Bubba Wallace and Denny Hamlin. Keep in mind, like Dylan said, Bubba Wallace not on the lead lap, almost blocks his teammate there. But here comes Denny Hamlin and Eric Almirola back. So now you've got your main guys who are going to battle it out. But the second pack has closed in a bit. They are back there. You can see them with Elliott and stuff, but we might actually end up getting a caution. If we get one on this lap, the race will not be official. We will have at least a 1-lap dash. As here comes Joey Logano looking for the lead here off turn 2.
Jake, take it away, buddy.
Joey Logano leads down the back straightaway. Josh Berry to his outside. Berry's got help from Logano's teammate, who's not really there. But here comes Denny Hamlin wanting the lead back here at Daytona.
And sorry there, Jake is having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'll take it away. Here is Joey Logano to the lead. Denny Hamlin. These two have... yeah, we know these two are going to be aggressive, especially when it comes to restrictor plates. They are almost 3x3, and they are officially now 3x3.
Eric Almirola. Followed by Noah Gragson. Nope, Gragson loses a little bit, but here he comes. So we've got a 7-car main pack, one who's a lap down and has no rear bumper, but it doesn't matter. Eric Almirola to the inside of Hamlin. I believe Hamlin will clear, though there's more help on that outside line. Gragson pulls up. So, yep, there it is. Eric Almirola pulls up trying to get help from a 4. Not going to happen. Logano ducks back low. We are inside 5 laps to go. We're going to have 4 to go as they cross the stripe this time by.
Wilson, who's your pick here? Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola, Joey Logano, Noah Gragson. Gragson looked like he was going to take a 3 wide there. Josh Berry and Austin Cindric. Who's your pick to end this pack?
I'm going to go, honestly, with Denny Hamlin or Eric Almirola. Maybe Josh Berry, but Berry is going to have a hard time. The only other Chevy up here is Noah Gragson, and we've seen Gragson not be so friendly with other Chevys today. The only type of car that Gragson hasn't wrecked is a Toyota, and there are 2 of those up in the main pack here today, so we might see that happen still. But Eric Almirola is in 2nd place. He's going to try and run down Hamlin. Josh Berry back up to 3rd on the outside line with no help as we're coming to 3 laps to go.
I'm picking the Penske duo to try and get it done, as there's a lap car, and I'm pretty sure that is David Reagan. And then
Reagan had speed earlier, so I'm not really too worried about Reagan. I think he'll be just fine.
yeah,
I think he just got caught on pit road.
Yeah, I think just with pit strategy there, I think it just costed him, and it costed a lot of people in the field. But Eric Almirola back to the lead here at Daytona. He's going to get a draft off of David Reagan in the Ford 2, so that's a bit of a Ford draft pack right there. And David Reagan's going to block the bottom. Where's he going to go? They're going to split him 3.
Splitting him. Oh, but David decides to pull back up, so no issue for some of these guys. Oh, never mind. On the outside, Almirola, Hamlin to the line. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. Almirola has no help there on the outside, but he clears David Reagan, so there might not be an issue, but Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano are now your top 2.
Coming to the white flag, but right now they're coming out of turn number 2, but we're coming to the last lap of this entire super speedway week. Copper, Wilson, or whatever your name is. I'm too excited. It's getting down to it.
It's getting crazy. But Logano and Almirola being side by side might hand this thing to Hamlin if they don't get lined up. Now, most of the cars on the bottom. Joey Logano is your first car on the bottom. Eric Almirola hanging tough outside. Here comes Josh Berry. White flag in the air. Final lap. Hamlin has a massive lead as they go down the front stretch. Here comes Josh Berry. He's going to look for second, and I believe if he doesn't get any help, this might hand this thing to Hamlin. Oh no, Berry looking slow.
Here comes Joey Logano up to second. It's coming down to Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano. If Eric Almirola can get to the back bumper and doesn't make a move to Joey Logano, they could get a draft. And no, Eric Almirola's going to look low. No.
Almirola's going to make the move. That's probably going to hand this race to Denny Hamlin. Hamlin off turn 4 for the final time. Hamlin won this thing 3 times before. He's coming to the stripe now. Denny Hamlin is going to win the Daytona 500.
Wow. And a beautiful paint scheme, beautiful Toyota Camry. He gets it done. He gets the first points paying race in the number 11 next-gen FedEx Toyota Camry. And here's your top 10 finishing results. Denny Hamlin first, Eric Almirola second, Joey Logano third to round up your top 3. Noah Gragson with a great comeback after being involved in some incidents here today to finish 4th. Josh Berry with a nice top 5. Austin Cindric in P6. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 7th. Michael McDowell in 8th. Chase Elliott, he wasn't really competitive today, but he finishes 9th. Kevin Harvick was running up front. We really don't know what happened to him, but he finishes P10, and that's going to round out your top 10. What a pretty good race here at Daytona for these next-gen cars. Denny Hamlin gets it done, though. He's one of the best to do it here at the restrictor plates, no matter what the car is. And the game, that game crashed.
Yeah, at least it waited.
Thank you. I'm sorry for messing up there, that race. Fuck.
Nah, you're good. We're still streaming, though. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, pretty good race here, Wilson.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. And finish got a little
Lackluster.
lackluster due to the pitting and all that, but other than that, we are all good. So hope everyone enjoyed, and we will see y'all at Auto Club.
California.